Gemini, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. Your hopes or fears. So looking here at bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Cups showing up. The Knight of Cups is about you moving forward, you going after exactly what you want here. You might be coming in a little bit, because I'm getting a sense of like haphazard. So you might not have put a lot of thought and energy into this, but you just know that something here needed to be done. You needed to go in this direction. It feels a lot like you're being inspired to do this. So what I'm getting here in your current energy is the Queen of Cups influenced here by the moon energy. And so you have a lot of emotions coming through with the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the moon. The moon rules our emotions. The Queen, male or female, it's just the energy of the card. But I'm getting something is coming up to the surface. There's something here that is inspiring you to take some sort of action. It's coming from deep within you. And it feels like it's part of, or it's connected to something that you've always wanted to do. We'll dig more into it because it feels like there's a lot more to that story. So let's keep going. When I look at what you need to focus on, I'm getting the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a self-imposed prison of the mind. It's a lot of thinking, overthinking a situation. And so the universe really wants you to get out of your head. Start listening to your heart in this situation. That's what's coming through. So we'll see what else comes out. In the past here, we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about seeing things from a different perspective. So you might have gone through a period where there was delays and it really made it difficult to really see some sort of progress. You were moving, but you were moving at a very slow pace. And so this here is what's inspiring you to move forward now. It's about, okay, I was locked in my mind, thinking about a situation, seeing it from different perspectives, doing a lot of plotting and planning and just kind of getting to the truth of the matter here. And what I'm getting is something happened that inspired you to take some sort of action. It was about following your heart, following your instincts on this one. Your strength here is the Nine of Wands. I'm getting keeping things to yourself. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, but it's also about having your walls up, some sort of barrier here. And so you might be pursuing something here that is meant to help alleviate some sort of wound, help you heal from something here in the past. I'm just getting this a really strong sense of inspiration, but it's coming from deep within you, this kind of emotional inspiration. Like, I need to do this and I need to do it now so that I can feel better about a situation or a person or whatever the case may be, and just so that I can feel better. Just ultimately, you just want to feel better. What I'm getting here in the near future is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about standing at a crossroads. I'm getting a lot of push-pull energy from you. You want to move forward, but then at times you feel almost paralyzed to be able to do anything. That's exactly what this Two of Swords is all about. The Two of Swords is standing at a crossroads, needing to make a decision. What path are you going to choose? So we'll see what comes out. I'll probably end up getting guidance on that one here. And so when I look at how the universe is shaping the situation, I'm getting at the Page of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Page of Wands is that inspired action. The Ace of Cups is about following your dreams, following your heart here, really aligning with whatever is going to be in your emotional best interest. And so that's what the universe is trying to do here. It feels a lot like your head keeps getting in the way. And it's because you're not clear, that your head and heart are just not in alignment right now. And until that case happens, until there is some sort of inner balance, it's making it very difficult for you to actually make progress, not the real kind of progress that you're looking for. What I see showing up here in your hopes or fears is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. And so you only get here when you feel balanced. And so you're kind of getting into this space, or you want to get into the space where you're just open to new opportunities, exploring new things, interacting with people on a more kind of almost a humanitarian kind of level, where you're helping other people out in this way. When I look at your potential outcome and I see the Queen of Swords showing up, so male or female, it's just the energy of the card, but this is really your energy. So it tells me that you are going to get the clarity that you need, that things are going to, because we've got the cups and we've got the swords. So this would indicate to me that you're getting into this place where your head and heart are going to be in alignment. It's just going to take a little bit to get there. So let's dig into the details and see what we can do to get you there quicker. Let's focus on the Queen of Cups with the moon. Four of Swords. So there was a period of healing, but this also indicates to me that your head's not really ready. You're taking this kind of a leap of faith forward. You're following your heart, you're following your instincts, but every time that you really try to make progress, your mind gets in the way. Your mind says, pause, stop. Let's think about this for a minute here. And so you're being encouraged to really get out of your head here. So let's get that Eight of Swords. Queen of Swords. I'm just getting the sense of trying to get into all the details, trying to gain all the clarity that you need. And a lot of the pause is coming because you don't feel like you have it yet. You've been in this paused energy so that you can see things from a different perspective. And you keep trying to exit this paused energy before you're fully ready, before you are seeing all the details here. And so what's happening is you keep trying to move forward and the Hanged Man keeps kind of interrupting the path and saying, but you don't see it all yet. And so that's how it's coming across. It's because there's details that you're not quite seeing, or you're not interpreting them correctly, you're glossing over them in some sort of way. So let's get the Hanged Man. Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is about needing to see the truth in a situation. There were lies, manipulation, deceit, or you just weren't seeing things from that very clear viewpoint, which is where the pause initiated. This is where you need clarity in order to really see the progress that you want, in order to really be able to move forward. Your head and heart have to come into an alignment. Your heart is already there. It's your mind. There's details that you need to rationally process before you can actually move forward here. So you are keeping people at arm's length. You are trying to work through something here internally with that Nine of Wands. So let's get the details there. Hermit, Virgo energy. This, again, it's about being up in your mind, really thinking through the situation, trying to heal from something here. There were details that were missing that required some sort of action. You need to heal before you can fully move forward. There's something here that you need to reconcile inside of yourself. This does not feel like it's one of those life-changing kind of wounds here. This just feels like you need to identify it, process, so that you can move forward. Because that's exactly how this is coming across. It also is coming through as a strength. So this indicates that you will be able to do it. It's just a matter of focusing on it. With the Two of Swords, I'm getting the Two of Wands. It makes it really difficult for you to see the path forward, to really see where your potential lies. So when I see the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, this is a balanced energy. But the way that it's coming across is you're not sure which path is going to lead to your best potential. What is ultimately going to give you what you're looking for? This is where you're at a standstill. And so until you have that reconciliation inside, it's making it very difficult for you to see that clear path forward. So let's see, what do you need to do in order to be able to see this clear path forward? Make that very sound decision. Yeah, so what I'm getting here is the Seven of Wands. This is a resistance energy. The Seven of Wands with the World. There's a chapter here that needs to close. And it feels like you're trying to leap over that closure in order to make this happen. But in order for you to really move forward, you have to lean into the closure. Let that cycle close. Let the chapter end. Work through whatever it was that's coming to the surface here. And you get the Four of Wands on the other side of it. So the Four of Wands, it's stability with the four, but it's also happiness. It's a reason to celebrate. There's a lot of happiness on the other side. And so give yourself the time necessary in order to heal, in order to kind of see the truth so that you can heal. Let's get this Ace of Cups. Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is really blocking you from moving forward. That's exactly what's happening. There's something here where you really need to see the entire situation. Give yourself the minute to see. Don't be in such a rush to get to the next chapter, the next new beginning, because the next new beginning isn't really going to start until you close out this cycle. With the Page of Wands, I'm getting the Justice card. The Justice card indicates that when your head and heart are in alignment, that's when you're going to see real progress. It's coming through pretty clearly here. It's about you focusing on closing out a cycle, allowing yourself to really mentally process and emotionally process through this energy. Find that balance within yourself. Get your rational mind to catch up to your instincts. You know that you want to move forward. You know that there's something better out there for you. It's just a matter of you need to close out this cycle. You need to make peace with it. Find a way to accept it so that you can move forward. With that Six of Pentacles, I'm getting the Judgment card. And so the Judgment's about you making a very clear decision to focus on your goals, focus on yourself, rise up from whatever happened here in the past. But this does indicate that you need to make a very clear decision to focus on your future, focus on letting go of the past so that you can move forward. Because right now it has you tethered. With the Queen of Swords, I am getting the Eight of Wands. Now we start to see progress here. So by the end of this reading, I am getting like a week to 2 weeks that you are going to start to see progress here. The Eight of Wands is also a card of communication. And so you might be outspoken around whatever is taking place here, but you're definitely going to be moving forward. It just comes down to you allowing that chapter to fully close, getting your head and heart in alignment so that you can move forward. So Gemini, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.